Hello everyone, my name is İrem, and I'm a master's student in architecture at Yıldız Technical University. I'm currently working on my thesis under the supervision of Professor Dr. Leyla Dokuzer Öztürk. Today I will be presenting on the topic of my thesis titled The Impact of Historic Building Illumination on Urban Landscape, a case study of the Galata district. First, I'll start by briefly talking about some key points related to urban lighting. Then I'll explain the methods I use in my research and give an overview of the study area. After that, I'll share the lighting analysis focusing on selecting buildings and streets in the area. Finally, I present my own design proposals and conclude the presentation with the results and conclusions. Urban lighting plays an important role in highlighting the architectural, artistic, and historical character of the cities. In this sense, lighting for key landmarks should be carefully planned to fit the surrounding urban environment. The way building facades are lit often depends on their function, architectural style, and where lighting luminaires can be placed. On the other hand, poorly designed or uncontrolled lighting can lead to light pollution, which can harm human health, disturb animals, and affect plant life. In the study, the Galata district is examined as a case area where current lighting conditions are analyzed and suggestions are made to improve the lighting of building facades and pedestrian routes. In the study, the research focuses on Galata Tower and its surrounding area. The process includes identifying the study site, creating a 3D model of the area, and developing lighting design proposals to enhance both the visual appeal and functionality of the urban space. Galata is located just north of Istanbul's historic peninsula within the Beyoğlu district. The boundaries of the area were defined by the streets and routes most commonly used by both residents and visitors. Within these boundaries, you can see the historical buildings I have identified on the map. In the visual, you can see the 3D model of the project area created using modern software. On the right side, you can see the visual and model of the Camacan Street and Galata Tower Square, which are commonly used by visitors. In this visual, you can see the photographs and models of the historical building I have selected. The first building we'll analyze is Galata Tower. The marked areas show the types of lighting used, and this approach will be applied to other buildings as well. Some facade luminaires were non-functional, and some elements on the terrace cast glare or imbalance. For the Bereketslade Ali Efendi Mosque, only the minaret balcony is illuminated with linear luminaires. However, the lack of garden and entrance lighting reduces users' security. And for the British Post Office, arch lighting enhanced a spatial perception, but high contrast reduced visual comfort. The pendant at the entrance was not functional. The facade of the British Hospital lacks any lighting elements except for a non-functional wall-mounted luminaire above the entrance. This design decision is believed to be intentional, considering the building's function as a hospital. The garden is uniformly illuminated. The facade lighting of the Austrian hospital is functional but lacks strong design elements. Much like the British hospital, the main entrance is illuminated with the road luminaires, which fail to highlight the entry. Moreover, low lighting levels around the emergency entrance. The South Galata building's facade has a partially implemented lighting design with many non-functional elements. Color light used on historic facade is not ideal. The linear luminaires in front of the window and other luminaires at the entrance of Turkey İşbak are non-functional, disturbing the all-over perception of the facades. St. Pierre Church facade lacks lighting with only a light above the main entrance. In the courtyard, the entrance door is lit by a spot luminaire, but the remaining areas are dark. Jamaican Street's pedestrian lighting is provided by road luminaires mounted on facades. The use of different light color on shop facade creates light pollution. In the Galata Tower Square, there are only street lights installed to ensure the adequate lighting levels. As a result of the proposed improvements, visual integrity was achieved only in the cases of the Galata Tower and İşbank, where enhancements were effectively implemented. Now let's take a look at the lighting design I have developed. The proposed lighting design highlights the tower's architecture more effectively. On this page and the following ones, you can compare the current situation with the proposed alternatives. For the Berkeslade Ali Efendi Mosque, the minaret was further highlighted, the entrance was emphasized, and the lighting level was increased to improve security. And for British Post Office, in the first alternative, the lighting design is similar to the existing one, but the upper part of the building is also illuminated. And in the second alternative, the vertical elements are highlighted. And British Hospital, while lighting the garden, the plants were also illuminated, creating an aesthetic appearance. The interiors were also highlighted for emphasis. An Austrian hospital, architectural elements at the main entrance were highlighted to create visual focus. At the emergency entrance, spot luminaires ensured uniform lighting for user safety. In Turkey, İşbank, two alternative facade lighting schemes were proposed. In the first alternative, the windows are emphasized, while in the second one, the vertical elements on the facade are highlighted. And South Galata, a holistic lighting design was implemented to highlight the architecture. Warmer light tones were used at the entrance to create emphasis. And St. Pierre Church, the lighting design aimed to enhance the church's visibility and special safety. The entries were emphasized and the courtyard was illuminated. And pedestrian paths, Jamaican streets, a catenary lighting system is proposed to create a distinct identity, blending functionality with visual appeal. And Galata Tower Square, the lighting design for the Galata Square around Galata Tower uses GABA projector integrated to existing lighting poles to create dynamic patterns on the ground. And for the conclusion, lighting is historic areas, enhance urban identity, improves how we see and experience displays. A constant lighting approach across streets and buildings helps preserve their characters. Facade lighting should match the building style using warm or natural light color. Good lighting supports both beauty and functionality. And the Galata example provides a clear balance model for lighting in other historic sites. And that's all for my presentation, and thank you for your attention.